Well, this week's episode of Car Stars and Roll Bars. I'm Mike Kinney, your host. Do us a personal favor. Reach out, like, subscribe, and share us on the social medias, the YouTubes. Let everybody know what we're doing. Throughout all our different episodes, we have the opportunity to see a lot of great cars and celebrities and collections. And on occasion, we actually go on location. Check that out for my rhyme of the day. Recently, we had the opportunity, courtesy of Las Vegas Motor Speedway and our friends of NHRA, to be on location for the NHRA Nevada Nationals at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I am a huge fan. Anything to do with motors in it, you know that. And I'm very, very big fan of really big competitors in the world of NHRA, namely Top Fuel. And if you're going, Mikey, what's Top Fuel sound like? Hey, Rick, hit that play button. Yeah, somewhere around 11,000 horsepower. Tremendous amount of noise, burning nitromethane. We tease everybody when you're in the pits around one of these. You can't hear, see, or breathe for a couple of minutes. It is exceptionally cool. What's even better as far as I'm concerned is you look at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway property itself, and they had, in my humble opinion, one of the fastest tracks in the Western Hemisphere. That's my story. I'm going to stick to it. I think we got a couple of shots, like a bird's eye view. You see what this is called, the Strip. And so this is their drag racing facility, quarter mile. They run the Top Fuel and Funny Car, 1,000 feet, huge grandstand suites. And we got another shot, and this is the Top Fuel dragsters launching it. This is for the Nevada Nationals. The tremendous amount of power. They hit so much speed in the first 60 seconds. It's breathtaking. They run twin magnetos. They generate as much amperage as like a MIG welder. So they are very, very unique, and we're going to be talking about more on those in a little bit as well. As we get out in the track, and we've been over the years, been very fortunate, got to know a lot of different people and different celebrities and owners and manufacturers, as well as a lot of cool companies. In this case, where am I at? Yeah, in this case, we had the guys on from Fire Department Coffee recently on our show as a featured guest. Had a great time. Well, guess what? We found them out at the track. Join us as we say howdy to them. Out here racing at Top Fuel, alcohol, whatever class you got. You know you want to keep your personal engine running. What better than Fire Department Coffee? And John Bryan, I got back with you again, man. How are you doing? The product is amazing. Tell us everything that's going on.
We're taking over. We're little by little. We're growing rapidly. It's really good coffee. Supports Signature firefighters. It's kind of a win-win all around for us.
And we got touched on that real quick. This is the real deal. Fire Department Coffee with firefighters involved, and then you guys go out of your way to help different charitable organizations and firefighters themselves, correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have a 501c3, and that's all we do is that we give to Signature firefighters and organizations that support Signature firefighters as well.
Absolutely amazing. You got to check out Fire Department Coffee. It is the real deal. In the meantime, hold on. I smell Top Fuel. We'll be back. Yeah, we have a lot of fun at the track. We've also had the opportunity to get a lot of the different racers and competitors from pro stock all the way up to Top Fuel and some of the lower tier classes, the Top Alcohol, the list goes on. We enjoy all of them. Opportunity we had, we got a chance to say howdy to Angie Smith, and she is in their pro stock motorcycle category. And we're walking around. She flags me down. He goes, Mike, what are you doing? I see all the cameras. So we had a chance to say howdy. Let's see how that went. When we talk about racing, you got to talk about pro motorcycle. And to my left has got to be one of the strongest peoples I know in the Western Hemisphere. Angie, it's so good to see you. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing really good. I crashed a couple weeks ago. I'm healing well, and all is good. I went down the track last pass, so all is good.
Look at Des, so you have done, setting aside the crash, you have done phenomenally well in a very, very tough competition range. What's some of the secrets to your success? You can't tell them all, we understand.
I can't tell them all, but I will say, I'm very active in the gym. I have a very rigorous workout routine. I work out 6 days a week. I try to eat right.
Wow.
And I think that's a very vital part of me, how I perform on the bike. So, that's some of the things that we do, and, just train. I mean, you have to train your brain, you have to train how you do all this.
So for the young viewers, when you're hearing that, yeah, there's more to it than just cracking the throttle and hanging on.
There's
right?
a lot more to it, and you just gotta have goals, and when you goals, you gotta go out and achieve them.
You got to go out and achieve, and you probably got a good crew you like to thank as well.
I have a wonderful crew, from my husband to Gian to the whole Scrappers team to everybody that's on our team. I couldn't do it without every single one of these guys, and some of the girls behind the scene, they
Yes.
put their blood, sweat, and tears into this, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
Give me knuckles, bud. And I definitely like your style. Don't go too far. We're far from done here at Las Vegas. Wow. And for the viewers, if you weren't aware, she had had an accident at the big end of the track, as we call it, a few weeks before that, and managed to break both of her ankles, I believe, and got some road rash on her arm. She's back up. You heard she'd made a run, and she refuses to back off the throttle, and she's living life just the way it should be. We got a picture, and so again, with like Funny Car and Top Fuel, we got a shot of thing of a Funny Car, and they got to have parachutes to be able to slow them down. They generate so much speed. They're over 300 mile an hour. Who you're seeing there, that's BT3 or Bob Taska III. Let me look at my notes. And during the qualifying rounds, he set a new record of the Speedway at 336 mile an hour, 336.74 technically, and 1,000 feet with an ET of 3.842. Mind-numbing acceleration. We'll be talking about that later when we interview a couple of the other drivers out there of what it is like when you get a chance to campaign with this Top Fuel or the Nitro Funny Car. As we're walking around, one group has intrigued me. I've known Jack and his team for many years. We're going to get him on the show. When I walked up to his booth, he went, "Oh man, I'm sorry, I forgot to get back to you," because they've been on the road so much. This is our good friends with Western Tech. Hey, Rick, hit that video. This is good stuff. And anytime we're at it, we got to talk to you guys from Western Tech. I got Jack Warner with, and Jack, it's always such a great pleasure to see you again.
It's great to see you and have you visit us.
And having to visit. Now, you notice in front of us, we've got a rather good-sized kind of paperweight. Let the people know what's going on, Jack.
Hey, you know what? So Top Fuel's limited to 500 cubic inch. We've got an example here. All of these components were donated to us by Don Schumacher Motors. Our students that are out here doing their internship on Top Fuel teams, they need to know what they're working on. So we have this at the college, and the student gets to see what a block looks like, the heads, the rods, and then when they come out here and they work on a team, they kind of get a head start on everything.
I love it. So how do people learn more about being able to attend your amazing program?
Hey, you know what? You can stop by here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We can tell you all about it, or you can go to www.westerntech.edu and look up on our website.
I love www.westerntech.edu. Don't go too far. We are far from done. I got to go see in the trailer. Maybe he's got a little spare motor we can stuff in our Superbird. Well, unfortunately, viewers, Mikey didn't get the motor, but the engine. But we'll keep our eyes out just in case. Western Tech has an amazing program. I think it's 16 to 18 months that helps you really understand how to work on some of these race cars, diesels, and the list goes on. They have a relationship with most of the NHRA professional teams, and the last few weeks of your classes, you can go spend it with a team. And you actually may find out they want to hire you as part of their permanent crew. So it's a great way to get into NHRA, even a better way to learn how to be a great mechanic as well. One of the unique things about NHRA, and there's many of them, is the approachability of the drivers. For this last one with the Nevada Nationals, they had a huge autograph session. I think we were down on Fremont Street. We got a picture. Yeah, there's a whole pile of people there, and I think every driver, they were sitting there somewhere, and they gladly sign autographs. They got hero cards. If you got a ball cap, they'll sign that for you. They'll take a couple of moments to say howdy. And again, and I like my friends at NASCAR and F1, the list goes on, but especially with the NHRA, they're so approachable. And the autograph session is a great way to do it. They'll have another version of that at the track, usually on Saturday or Sunday as well. But you check out the NHRA website and you can see everything that's going on, especially some of the autograph sessions, and you can maybe get a cool signature from your favorite driver. Now, we're talking about favorite drivers, and I've got my long list of them. Someone who's become a very good friend. I actually did an auction with a charity golf tournament, and he was there as a golfer, and he did a little bidding as well. Our good buddy Anton Brown. We flagged him down, and obviously he's very successful campaigning his Top Fuel. He has a new program because Anton's always coming up with something different and even to improve everything. He has a new program, AB Accelerate. We had the chance to flag Anton down. I want to share those thoughts with you. Before we say goodbye, we got to talk a little bit about your accelerator program. What you all are doing to help the next series of youth is amazing. Give us a little insight to what's going on with that, man, because that is amazing.
Well, it's something that I always wanted to do. Is I came up a long ways, and it was hard to get to where I'm at because it was never a pathway. It was never an information center. There was never a place to go. It wasn't like a library, so when you go in and say, hey, this is how you do this. Yeah. And that's why I wanted to create the AB Accelerate program, is to just give a little backbone to the upcomers in motorsports and to help them steer them the right way on not just how to have a sponsor, but how to keep a sponsor, how to generate partnerships and relationships, and also to actually teach them like the right way to race. A lot of people know how to get in the car and mash the pedal, but they don't know when to let off or how to let off. And also, a lot of people don't have that place to go to and go, hey, how do I get from a junior dragster to the pros? And it's a process you need to go through, but they don't have idea or clue what to do or how to do and what the right steps are to take to make that happen. Absolutely. It's about creating opportunity. Yes. Opportunities all around us. Is just showing the new generations that, hey, you ever think about racing? You ever think about motorsports? And a lot of people don't even know there's an opportunity out there for them in it. And my goal is to bring it to them and bring it to them live and show them what we do and how we do it. And they might open their eyes and find a new dream path they never knew that was even available to them.
Yeah, very, very cool. You got to check out what Anton Brown, AB Accelerator, what they're doing with that. It really is very inventive. It can make a difference, and I can't think of a better person for anyone. If you listen to everything we're doing, checking out our video podcast, hey, I really want to get more involved in racing, he could be your guy to help you out. Okay, now we're leading up to Sunday. That's the big day. So they've had qualifying Friday and Saturday, everybody figure out. So now they got the field set. And so they're going to be going into the finals on Sunday. Well, Sunday morning, we have an opportunity we call a race walk. And so if you're out there as a spectator, you literally get the opportunity to walk on that track surface. You don't walk the complete quarter mile because it's a quarter of a mile. But you get a chance to stroll out there, get some pictures, and you get a sense of what the track is like. And you can also, then you appreciate just how sticky it can be because they shoot a like VHT type chemical on the track to make sure the tires can bite into it. And on Sunday, we had the finals in the afternoon. They had all the opening sessions, opening ceremonies, and I think we got a picture of our winners. And from left to right, we got Pro Stock Motorcycle. Here's a shocker, Skage Herrera. That man he's got a bullet of a motorcycle, and he's got this wired. He's got a great team, an amazing, amazing racer. To his immediate left, that's Erica Enders. She's in Pro Stock. We're going to hear from her in a minute. Next to her is Top Fuel, Mike Salinas. You're going to hear from him as well. And one of the coolest guys in the Western Hemisphere, part of the John Force family, is Robert Height in Funny Car. They all worked really hard. It was not easy by any stretch of the imagination. And congratulations to all four of them for winning the Nevada Nationals. We got a couple of videos coming up, and I love what happens in the fall because you have NHRA, and then literally the next week is SEMA. So yours truly and the gang from Car Stars and Roll Bars, we're on the floor of SEMA all week. Like 12,000 footsteps per day, or not counting all the interviews. We always have a great time, and we also have the opportunity to catch up with a couple of the drivers. And I think we're going to be able to say, I think we can say hi to Erica. Hey, Rick, let's find that button. And when it comes to pro stock, I don't think I know of a bigger name than Erica Enders. Is that pretty accurate? What do we think?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I always wanted my name to be in the mix of good drivers. And,
Absolutely.
you know, here we are having the opportunity to defend for a 6th world title. So pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. And I'm going to tell you, because she had so much cheering and being excited on Sunday, your voice isn't quite used where you'd like for it to be.
No, I think I was hollering and screaming out of excitement when we parked our JHG Milling Performance car in the winner's circle. And then, you know, I'm talking to all the people here at SEMA and signing autographs and getting to meet the great fans of NHRA. I've just lost my whole voice, so.
But you're still doing really good. We've known Greg Anderson, the guys, for a long time, and he was talking about some of the young talent. You're high on that list that he gives high praise to. This competition is getting really, it's like tens of thousands, right?
Yeah, it's very close. Just the last race in Dallas, the top half of the field was separated by just a few thousandths of a second. Not hundreds, thousands. The whole field was separated by just over 200ths, and it's just so tight, right? And we're leaving with the clutch and having to shift 5 times with the Liberty. So a lot of the weight's on the driver's shoulders.
They're saying, well, I'm thinking about getting into racing. You know, I'm a young gal. So what's 2 or 3 things you might give some advice to them to kind of help them get the right trajectory? There's my big word for the day.
Trajectory. Yeah, I would just say dream big and anything's possible. Never give up. Never take no for an answer. You know, it helps if it's a true desire of your heart, because a lot of sacrifices have to be made to get to this level. But, you know, I grew up in a house where gender played no role. And, you know, our parents were just very like, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But you got to make good grades. You got to be a good person and surround yourself with good people.
So for the viewers, younger viewers, get good grades, and for every viewer, be a good person, right?
Be kind. Be a good person.
I can't thank you enough. I know you'll get your voice back by tomorrow. I'm loading her up with some of my special cough drops. Yeah. Well, when you win the Nevada Nationals, you know you're going to be on stage hollering a lot. And Erica was doing that because I walk up to say howdy, and she goes, Mike, I've kind of lost my voice. So I have some special lodgings that I found, and I just love them. They work well, and fortunately, they worked well for her. As we're strolling through SEMA, we've got to do, actually, we had him on the show. We had Mark Beatty from Red Line Oil. We stay in touch with Mark all the time. Amazing guy. He's also an announcer, so we got to bring him back on the show because there's no way we could fit all that in the first, 40 minutes we were together. And we've been texting back and forth. He goes, hey, man, I know you guys are close by. Stopo or Mike Salinas and his team wants to say howdy to you. So check out this video. This is one stand-up guy as well. Love NASCAR, but I really love NHRA, and NHRA, my personal favorite's Top Fuel. I got them queuing you up here, brother. And 2 mile left is Mike Salinas. And Mike, I tell you, you've been easing. All of a sudden, you're just on the front end. You're the first, get this right, first one to hit 300 mile an hour, an eighth of a mile. We just had the Vegas Nationals, and you won that one. Well done, man. So I'm going to say, how's the car doing? I think it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, no, we've been working on stuff all year, and we're peaking at the right time, and so the car is very fast, and our game plan is sneak up on them.
Kind of sneak up on them. So, and obviously it's great to have Red Line in your corner.
Oh,
helping you
yeah,
out.
Absolutely. Mark, everybody at Red Line Oil, it's think about this one. Our car does some amazing things on the track because of the lubricants from Red Line Oil and all the backing that we have from them, and the great people and the support we get from them. It's amazing.
And just like with you, obviously you have a great crew and a crew chief that helps.
Oh yes, Rob Flynn, Aaron Cave, they're the guys that make all this happen. And you know what? They're like little mad scientists in there, because we're racing with the best in the world. And
absolutely.
The cool part is they're beatable. They're beatable with all the right products and the right support. Right. And
you can do it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, for our viewers, before we leave, because a lot of them follow this, and some of them have been to an NHRA race or they only seen it on TV. What is it like for the viewers when you stomp that loud pedal?
Basically, the fastest we've run is 364 at 338. Pretty and 300 to the 8th mile.
Yep.
Right around anywhere from 8 to 11 Gs. So pretty cool.
So that's kind of like a fighter plane.
Oh yes, exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is no joke. That many G's. And I talked to some of the other racers, and they said, yeah, when you hit that loud pedal, the accelerator on a top fuel dragster, it's like you're at a stop sign and you've been rear-ended by a locomotive, just tremendous amount of force. You heard Mike mention, I got to reiterate it, there we go. He's the first guy in an eighth of a mile to do 300 mile an hour from a standing start. It is really difficult to explain how fast a top fuel dragster accelerates. Let's try this. You're in a brand new Corvette. The new Corvettes are kind of cool, very zippy. You cross the starting line beside a top fuel dragster who's sitting still idling. You're going 200 mile an hour. When you cross the start line, the top fuel dragster also hits the accelerator. That top fuel dragster will still beat you in a quarter of a mile. It's just, so if you get the opportunity, please do me a personal favor. You got to go to an NHRA national event. Go into the pits. We had Jeff Motley on from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Thank you again, Jeff. And one of the taglines they have for NHRA, every ticket is a pit pass. You get a chance to meet some of these drivers. You also get a chance to meet some of the manufacturers, all the great activities going on, and the majority of the drivers out there have a charity they support, and maybe a charity you like to join in as well. That concludes what we have from NHRA. We got SEMA coming up. We have lots of activities and more coverage, more celebrities. It's going to be a great year as we continue on. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and tell all your friends what we're doing. I said it's kind of like an Amway convention, right? Tell two friends. So until next time, enjoy the ride.